All right, I'm Nick, out in the garage, gonna make a quick video today, and we're gonna address a topic that I receive questions about via email or messages all the time, and that is, hey Nick, I own a kayak, my steering is sluggish and heavy current. When they say I own a kayak, they usually say, hey, I own an Old Town PDL, whether it's the Top Water, the Sportsman, and with the Sportsman series, it could be the Salty, the 120, the 106, the Big Water. Lots of kayaks, right? If it has the newer plastic rudder, they usually are experiencing sluggish turning in heavy current. Now, I made a bunch of videos in the past that address this. We wanted to make a video that has a title, something along the lines of, my steering in my Old Town is sluggish, okay? So, of course you read the title before you clicked on the video, so whatever it ends up being, it ends up being. I haven't decided yet, but I receive questions along those lines all the time. Now, a lot of you guys follow the channel, so you know over the years we put together that rudder bolt package, which helps with really tracking. It keeps your rudder going straight. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link up here, or you can go to our YouTube channel, click on the search button and search whatever topic you want to search, okay? Other things that we have done is after you install that bolt, you can add a larger steering handle to the steering assembly. There's a kayak right here, right? And then you'll have an easier ability to turn the steering handle. You put that bolt in place, you tighten down the tension. Now, that stuff helps with things like tracking, ease of maneuver, things like that. But your steering being sluggish, we talked about this in depth years ago, is really the plastic rudder. Now, when Old Town made some changes a few years ago, mid-2019, they went to a plastic rudder system, okay? And the plastic rudder system on the PDL is different than on the autopilot or the 106 MK, right? That rudder system is thick, it's a different polymer, it's very heavy, it's very strong, it doesn't bend. But the pedal kayaks have a different kind of rudder and it's pretty flexible, okay? I'll show you a clip right here. You guys can see it bends very, very easy. That's the stock one. That kayak has only been on the water one time. It has been in the water, take that back. It's been in the water 2 times. It went into a pond once and it went into the Gulf of Mexico once, okay? So it's not been used, it's not broken. That's the first time I've even touched it. It's just, it bends, okay? So on calm water, no big deal, but when you get out into any kind of heavy current and you go to turn, the rudder will actually turn against the kayak, right? It's a terrible example with my hand, but it flexes, and we've done other videos on this topic, okay? So I'm just repeating it for people who don't know, because I receive the question at least 2-3 times a week, okay? We ended up making this metal rudder not because we're a genius or anything. When they first built the Predator PDL, before all the new Sportsmans and the changes, it came with a metal rudder, and the performance was great. You could turn without any kind of issue, so we just replicated it, and obviously we've been selling it for a long time now. We've sold a ton of them, but although you could bend this, it's nothing like the plastic rudder. And when it's deployed, this one's not prepped or anything, but when it's deployed, it cuts through the water very well. So when you turn, the kayak instantly responds and goes left and right. Not everyone is going to need upgrade their rudder system, and I'm not trying to sell the rudders. We already sell a ton of them, okay? It is the reason that your steering is sluggish, though. When you turn in heavy current, your steering handle will actually kind of feel spongy, and that's because you're fighting the rudder bending, okay? The rudder will bend underwater, and you're fighting that, and it actually wants to correct the kayak. It doesn't want to let you turn in heavy current, okay? The metal rudder really does solve that, okay? And when Old Town first produced the Predator PDL, it had a metal rudder system. It also had a bolt. We really just took it back to how it was configured when it was released in 2016. You know, took it back to the first version, and I legitimately just replicated a rudder from a 2017 Predator PDL. I added some spacers to make it fit, and that is how we designed the metal rudder. And that flex in the plastic rudder is why you are experiencing play or sluggish turning in your kayak. Now, the 3 things that we do always recommend to solve that problem is the rudder bolt. A rudder bolt is going to make a big difference. It's super simple to install. It just goes in the rudder. Video, we'll have all the videos in this. We do like the steering knob because once you install the bolt, you don't need that tension knob anymore. And then the rudder. We have a full installation video of the rudder. Links below, links up here. You can search for them as well. If you have questions, still feel free to email me. I just want you guys to have a better understanding of why it's happening, and I can send this video out to people when they ask every day or every week, right? That's it. Your plastic rudder is flexing in strong current. Okay, if you have questions, leave a comment below or shoot me an email at nick@navarrekayakfishing.com. Thanks for watching.